All right, back here at Windsor High School, YCN Game of the Week. Brett Franklin alongside Jeremy Stout. A good one so far, Jeremy, in the first quarter, ending on a highlight for Windsor.
Yeah, let's take a quick look at that one as we ended the first quarter on a buzzer-beating three-pointer as Windsor tied it up.
That may be a SportsCenter top 10, if I may say so myself.
You might have to get that footage directly to Bristol.
Great crowd here tonight in Windsor in the final regular season game for both of these teams. Fade away by McDonald is good. He's having himself a night. He's got 9 points tonight, 7 of those coming in the first quarter, and Woodstock retakes the lead. And a bad pass stolen there. Quickly up ahead. McDonald up fake, missed the layup. McDonough's there. He's fouled on the putback attempt. Harry Ledoux saying it should have been a jump ball, but right now Woodstock out hustling Windsor on those 50-50 balls.
Oh yeah, they have really done that the entire game. It was a little bit of a sluggish start, but not for a lack of effort. They had really been hustling all game. Now some of those shots are finally starting to drop, and you're seeing that they're hanging right with this Windsor team, and even better with a 2-point lead.
First trip to the line for Woodstock for Hunter McDonough. He has 2 points tonight. He's 0 for 1. One more coming. That last foul, by the way, for Woodstock was on A.J. Wood, his first, team's fourth. And the second free throw is good. 3-point Woodstock lead. And again, that backcourt pressure starting to really create havoc. Balch for 3. No good. Bradley's there. His putback is good. He's got 6 points tonight. McDonald for 3. It's no good. And it goes out of bounds, Windsor basketball.
Have you seen our new and improved website, ycnnow.com? Tune in whenever you want on your smartphone or computer for individual YCN news stories, chronicle segments, capital connections, and game of the week. All from YCN, your local view.
Woodstock staying in that 3-2 zone, and they have a 1-point lead under 7 minutes to go. Balch fakes the 3. He'll take a 3. Bradley again had it, lost it. The McDonough brothers trying to get it. Ball loose on the floor, and Wood comes away with it for Windsor, now being triple teamed. And Balch almost lost it in the right corner. Put back attempt, no good there by Ben Meager. Ball goes out of bounds, Woodstock basketball. But Woodstock's defense right now, since they've gone to that 3-2 zone, giving a little bit of fits for Windsor.
Yeah, and Windsor's gotten it into the paint a couple times. They just haven't been able to connect on a couple of those baskets, as we saw Bradley right there. Good hustle, gets the ball up, but not able to connect. And then Meager missing from inside as well.
McDonald almost lost it. Here comes the double team. We'll get it to Dylan McDonough. Windsor's already secured the number 1 seed in Division III. Woodstock sitting in 6th place. A loss could drop them to the 9 seed. McDonough, deep 2. No good. Rebound for Meager and the Windsor Yellow Jackets. Wood. We'll say Windsor's ball movement a lot better here in this second quarter. Bradley for 2. No good. Meager battling on the floor, and the McDonough brothers come away with it. That's Dylan McDonough. And there's a foul on the floor. Let's take this TV timeout. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
Yeah, Windsor moving the ball nicely in the half-court offense, really spreading it around, trying to get it underneath, but just have not been able to come up with anything. Only 1 field goal so far in the first 2 minutes of this second quarter.
Balch picks up his second personal foul, the team's 5th, with 5:45 to go in the second quarter. McDonald had it blocked by Balch, and Windsor gets the basketball. Nice defensive play there by Seth Balch.
And here's Windsor trying to get back into the lead for the first time in a long time, if not the first time tonight.
They lob it into Bradley, and he couldn't put it in. Ball's loose, and Crompton will dribble right into the double-team jump ball. Possession stays with Windsor. The Yellow Jackets did have a 2-0 lead to start the game, but since then it's been all Woodstock.
All Woodstock, and as you mentioned earlier, Good ball movement. Once again, we see Windsor getting it in there. And this has got to be frustrating because you're doing what you're supposed to do, moving the ball, getting it inside, but just not finishing. And in a close game, that could come back and haunt you.
Low scoring second quarter here after it was knotted up at 18 in the first quarter. Balch with a nice fake. Will pull up for two. No good. McDonald with the rebound. If you're Woodstock, you want to get out in transition like they're doing right now. McDonald dribbling into traffic. Hunter McDonough trying to work on his defender, and Webb able to save the basketball. Crompton with Kapuzinski all over him. McDonald up fake to Crompton. He'll take the two. No good. Meager with the rebound, and here comes Windsor looking to run. Quickly up ahead to Kapuzinski, to Bradley. Thought about the three, and here's a two ball, and it's good. And there's a turnover, and Kapuzinski puts it up and good, and Windsor has a 3-point lead. Dakota Page has 8. Webb the other way, shot no good. He wanted a foul, wasn't going to get it.
And just like that, Windsor with the lead, looking to pile on. And this team is good. You can't sleep on them. Obviously, their record speaks for itself.
Kapuzinski and one. He's been quiet tonight, but he's got 4 points and an opportunity for a 3-point play.
And it's been all Windsor here in the second quarter, as we saw them getting multiple looks underneath the hoop in the early start of the second quarter, just weren't able to connect. But now it looks like they've finally been able to connect. Kapuzinski with 4 just this quarter. He has 6 on the game and looking to add to that total.
Kapuzinski, as you mentioned, 4 points tonight. He's 2 for 2 at the line, and now make it 3 for 3. 27-21, Windsor with their largest lead of the night. And they're continuing that backcourt pressure, and there's a turnover. Kapuzinski's 2 balls, no good. Gets his own rebound, powers up, can't get the foul call there, and Woodstock quickly up ahead.
Woodstock not able to run on this possession. They'll set up their half-court offense, which has not, as you mentioned, not been as successful tonight.
Crompton. Nice backdoor cut by McDonough, and he is knocked out of bounds, and it'll be Woodstock basketball. Let's take a timeout. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Back to live action here. Windsor up by 6. Woodstock with the basketball. Largest lead of the night for Windsor. It's mostly been Woodstock. Crompton for 3, and it's good. The inbounder getting the 3 ball, and a nice design there. Crompton's got his first points of the night. Third 3 of the half for Woodstock, and it's a 3-point Windsor lead. Moore had his pass deflected, and then a lob pass to Crompton turned it over. He knew it as soon as he let it go.
Yeah, Woodstock trying to get out on a fast break there, just a little overzealous on that pass.
Tough take there, no good for Windsor. That was Jake Meager. McDonough, straightaway 3 off the glass. And we are tied. His second 3 of the night, he's got 6. Meager to Kapuzinski. Moore for 3, got it! Quickly up ahead, Godfrey to Schwartz, who lays it up and good. And again, Woodstock beating Windsor back up the floor the other way. It's a 1-point Windsor lead. Frantic pace here in Windsor High School.
Really has picked up after a slow start to the second quarter, much like the first. Now they're getting into that rhythm.
Deep 3, no good for Meager, and Crompton with the rebound. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Deep 3 from Dylan McDonough, and he buries it. That was well beyond NBA 3 range. And it's a 2-point Woodstock lead. Moore underneath, had it blocked by McDonough, and Windsor able to get it with Page in the corner. The ball was thrown out of bounds. Last touch, though, by Woodstock, and Quickly, Mike Bradley is off the bench, but once again, the momentum has swung very much in Woodstock's favor. Dylan McDonough, a crazy three.
What a three there by McDonough, and then gets back on the other end, and his brother blocks the shot underneath the hoop to keep the lead at 2. And what a second quarter we've had. Slow start. Now it seems to have picked back up, and with only a minute 40 to go, a great contest we've got tonight.
Back and forth this game has been, and you can see Jeff Thomas in the Woodstock bench loving a nice defensive play there as the entry pass to Bradley was knocked away. Crompton to Godfrey, back to Crompton. 2 is good. Alex Crompton's got 5 points tonight, all coming in the second quarter, and it's a 4-point Woodstock lead with a minute 20 to go. Meager. Wide open lane, and 1! Meager with his first points of the night and a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Game of the Week is broadcast every week on YCN, your local view. Game of the Week premieres every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. or on demand anytime at ycnnow.com.
Meager hits the free throw. And it's a 1-point Woodstock lead, a minute 16 to go here in the second quarter. What a game here tonight. And it's just the first half. Wood tried to get it back to McDonough and it went off of Kapuzinski out of bounds, stays with Woodstock.
Well, this Windsor team, only the first half, but they are being tested, as we mentioned before, 18-1, final regular season game. They've already locked up the number 1 seed, though.
Dylan McDonough's three is no good, but a nice play there by Wood. Don't forget a 16-game winning streak on the line here tonight for Windsor. 3 ball, no good there by Simpson. Ball knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Woodstock with 48 seconds to go.
Watch the YCN News every weekday at 7 and 10 p.m. YCN News is a digest of all things local. News, sports, events, and public affairs. TV News is back in the Dartmouth Lake Sunapee region on YCN, your local view.
.40 seconds to go here in the first half. McDonough. Maybe holding for the last shot here, Jeremy.
Yeah, it looks like they want to do that. They'll say, we'll take the last shot, leading by a point.
That's what Jeff Thomas is saying. Don't give any momentum for Windsor here in these to end the first half. Dylan McDonough to Hunter McDonough. Bad pass, turnover, and then Hunter McDonough steals it right back. 2 seconds. Dylan McDonough puts up a prayer at the buzzer. It's no good, and that will do it for the first half of play. A back and forth affair here tonight as a CVL rivalry in full swing here. We're at the half. It's Woodstock 34, Windsor 33 on the YCN Game of the Week.
Welcome back. It's halftime here in Windsor where Woodstock leads 34-33 in a back and forth first half. Leading scorers for Woodstock, Dylan McDonough with 9 and Kern McDonald with 9 as well. Leading scorers for the home Windsor squad were Nick Kapuzinski with 7 and Dakota Page with 8. So it's been quite the interesting back and forth first half. We'll look forward to more second half action coming up. But before the game tonight, Windsor was hosting senior night. So we have some of the ceremony before the game of the Windsor seniors.
First up is Jacob Meager and his parents Jen and Matt Meager, his brothers Brian, Ben, and Caleb, and his grandfather Ryan. Next up will be Josh Moore with his mother Sarah and his father Brian. Next we have Connor Gould with his mother Catherine Gould and his father Jeff Gould. Next we have Jacob Garnjos with his mother Lori Hirschfield and his father Chris Garnjos. Nick Kapuzinski and his mother, Angela Bly, father, Adam Kapuzinski, and sister, Karen. And finally, last but certainly not, Michael Bradley with his mother, Kathleen, and brother, Nick.
There were the seniors before the game. We'll be right back with the second half.